DC4L. Let's talk about it. What in the hell? Come on, man. Everybody get in here, man. Let's get some viewers, man. Let's get some chat going on, man. Come on, man. Let's talk about it. Come on, man. I know there's some Cowboy haters out there, man, that want to question. They got something to say, man. Come on, man. Y'all gonna get up in here, dog. Yes, sir. Where all my haters at? We ain't mad over here. Just a little pissed off. You know what I mean? But we gonna talk about it. Come on, get on in here. Hey, where y'all at, man? Let's go.
Ha! You in the red zone, nigga. The red zone, man. He gonna either score or go here, baby. It's real talk. Hey, Shy, turn my speakers up.
Turn them up. Turn them up.
This shit here banging, man.
Hit with another one.
I'm trying to ball on these niggas, yeah. Everything's gonna be okay, but you can't see the sunshine without the rain. I know you're fed up, keep your head up, but you gotta get your bread up. Know you're fed up, keep your head up. I know you're fed up, keep your head up, but you gotta get your bread up. Know you're fed up, keep your head up.
My hustle's so relentless, I'm strong to the finish. I'm working on my pivot, tryna ball on them, ball on them.
Working on my pivot,
Tryna ball on them,
working
ball
on my
on them.
pivot, tryna
Ball on them, ball on them.
My hustle's
so relentless, I'm strong to the finish. I'm working on my pivot,
tryna ball on them, ball on them. Working on my pivot, tryna
ball on them,
working on my pivot, tryna
ball on them, ball on them.
DC4L. Dallas, Texas. What have we gotten ourselves into, man? OMG's.
Everything's gonna be okay. But you can't see the sunshine without the
God
rain.
damn.
I know you're fed up, keep your head up, but you gotta get your bread up. No,
Turn it off. Turn it off. Man, can you believe that horrible game that the Dallas Cowboys just put out there? Horrible, horrible, horrible product, man. I mean, I don't even understand it, man. I don't even know where to begin with these guys, man. Simply, dog. Just what I said before. You know what it is. These guys are straight trash, dog. I mean, down from the coaching, man, all the way from the assistant coaches, the defense in the first half, straight trash. If anybody know me, y'all already know what this means. My heart is broke. I don't know how to think. I don't know where to go. But we must move on from this. Another letdown. If this was the season, if any season was the season to do it, this was the season, Cowboy Nation. Our team has once again let us down. But we're not going to sit back and cry a little bit. I'm hurt. I don't know what to think. I said before going into this game, if we can't stop this, doing this right here, Cowboy Nation, was going to kill us. In this one particular game, Cowboy Nation, man, we had 14 penalties for 89 yards. And you know what? All the penalties did piss me off. But you want to know what pissed me off the most, man? Most of these penalties were on like third down. Defense was about to get out the field on third down. A hold. Third down again. A hold. On offense about to get out the field. A hold. Hold. Oh, my God. We're not going to even say nothing about the 14-second bullshit. I don't know who called it. I don't know who called that. Who? We're not going to even say nothing about that. 14 seconds. Quarterback draw. Well, trash. All the penalties, man. Straight trash. That's what I think about it, man. Straight trash, man. I had to take a whole day before I even came and did this show, man. One reason, because all you fools that say you fans, I don't get y'all. You have to be realists
when you're dealing with the Dallas when you're dealing with the Dallas Cowboys, you got to be real. Because when your feelings and emotions are involved, when you get deeply bottled, when the Cowboys are all you can think about during the football season, and you try to be one of those fans that they say we are on television. You can't be a realist, Cowboy Nation. I truly don't understand some of you fans, man. You got to be a realist when you're dealing with these Cowboys, man. Of course you got to hype them up. Of course you want your team to win. But your heart going to get broke if you don't do your research, Cowboy Nation. I think it was like first quarter, man, we was down big. I called my partner, man. I say, man, it ain't looking too good for us right now. He said, yeah, man, you got to think about it, though, man. I told you a long time ago the Cowboys weren't going to win. Cowboys weren't going to go nowhere. We get to the playoffs, we weren't going to beat nobody because we ain't beat no playoff team. I said, oh, man, you know what? You hit me with some real shit right there. That was real. So I had to go back and do my research, you know. Had to go back and look at it. And when I went back and looked at it, y'all, looking at the season, we started off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That was a close game. Everybody was like, oh, man, the Cowboys looking great. Oh, Dak out there doing it. Oh, this win right here, this loss right here looking more like a win. Oh, they look excellent. Oh, we can. They lost to the Buccaneers. We won against the Chargers when everybody thought they were going to be a playoff team. The Chargers never made it to the playoffs. We won against the Eagles. They are in the playoffs, but they shouldn't be there. As you've seen, they got blown out. Then let me go down the list. Let me find another playoff team. October 17th, we played the Patriots. Beat them in overtime. The Patriots with Mac Jones. Did you see how the Bills did them? OMG. Come on, man. We have got to do better, dog. So, looking back at this record, looking back at this season, we didn't play nobody. We didn't beat nobody. So I understand now why we went out there and stunk it up. Now you can understand why we went out there and only put 17 points up as a team. I think the most valuable player on our team Sunday was the punter. The defense didn't show up until the second half. Shame. All night long, man. Dak Prescott could not get off a pass. Hell, Zeke had to block two people at one time in this game, man. I took a whole day off just to make sure that this is what I saw and everything was real and I wasn't mistaken. I'm just glad that I'm not one of those fans that are going to get my emotions up in here and let it hurt too bad. I had people calling me, man, I'm not a fan no more. Forget the Cowboy. Oh, man. Man, did you do your history? Did you do your research? We as people and fans can only control this right here. This is it. We can't control what goes on out there on the field. We can't. We went out there, the Dallas Cowboys went out there and stunk it up against 11-17. And we was 12-6. Them boys were calling us a finesse team. They were damn right. Because I don't know what the hell we had going on out there, man.
trying to bow on these niggas, yeah. Everything.
Straight trash. I mean, I don't know what we went out there, man, and it just didn't. It didn't look good from the jump. Crazy part about it, they had two people go down, two pass rushers go down, man, and the main guys, and we still couldn't do nothing. Still couldn't move the ball. Still couldn't move the ball. I mean, at all. Third downs efficiency, 5 for 14 on third down. 5 for 14 on third down, man. We wasn't gonna win that game. Not doing that. Looking at this offensive line, man, you got the left tackle Tyron Smith, 6 pressures, 4 hurries, 1 hit, 1 sack. He got 2 penalties. He wasn't even himself. All pro, Hall of Famer, Zach Martin, 4 pressures, 2 hurries, 1 hit, 1 sack. Connor Williams, trash. Basura, Buddha. Straight trash. 2 pressures, 1 hurry, 1 sack, 2 penalties. The center, Tyler Biadasz, 1 pressure, 1 sack. Right up the gut. They were just, man, everywhere. The right tackle, Lyle Collins, 3 pressures, 3 hurries, 2 penalties. Oh, my God. So, right there on the offensive line, Cowboy Nation, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 penalties on the offensive line, and most of them happen at crucial times. So we killed ourselves. We're not even concerned in like what happened and with the. I mean, yeah, the game clock and all that crap. That was bull. We got cheated on a lot of that, but we can't even say that the referees did this, referees did. We can't even go to that. How about giving up 169 yards rushing? How about that? Let's talk about that. How about giving up 169 yards rushing, Cowboy Nation? How about giving up 5 sacks? Instead of trying to blame the referee. Yeah, they fucked up. The referees fucked up. I guarantee you that. They messed up. They made some crazy calls. Yeah, I understand that. They went away at the end of the game, but we shouldn't even been there. How about completing less than 60% of the passes? How about only running for 77 yards, Cowboy Nation? How about that? And on top of that, to put the icing on top of the cake, how about 14 penalties to go along with all that negative bullcorn? That's more concerning than that last 14 seconds. That's way more concerning. Basura, Buddha. Straight trash. This right here, penalties. All day. Straight trash. All day long. Penalties. All day long. We killed ourselves before the game even started. But you know what? You got to be a realist, Cowboy Nation. You have to understand where we was going, where we were. It wasn't no to the bowl, y'all. To the bowl. No. It wasn't no time to celebrate, though, to the bowl. No. We were doing too bad. We had nothing going for ourselves in that game. Nothing at all. I'm talking about nothing, Cowboy Nation. But I mean, you got a lot of decisions and a lot of things to do, a lot of stuff. Oh my God, you got so much stuff to do, man. You couldn't even get your game. You couldn't even get your rushing game going on. Well, I would say after you get your coaching stuff situated, because ain't no telling what they may do with Mike McCarthy losing that game with all that talent, with everything we did this year. Ain't no telling what we're gonna win. And I guarantee you, we're gonna have some more shows about. We're gonna have some more, going live about what they're doing with their coaching changes. There's a lot of coaching. Dan Quinn definitely probably gonna be out of here. There's no telling what's gonna go on with that situation. I guarantee you he probably gonna end up in Denver somewhere. But what happened? No adjustments, man. That was no adjustments. I think that's the big thing with Mike McCarthy, man. If you know that you're gonna go in the line in a game like this, in the playoff game, and not only in the playoff game, we've been having the same issues since the middle of the season, all the way up until leading into the playoff. So we allowed that to just go on the whole time. It's just like with our kicking situation. We allowed that bullcorn to linger on the whole time. The whole time. The whole season. But let's talk about it, man. We also, man, time of possession was crazy too. They had 33 minutes. We only had 26. That was crazy too, man. We punted 5 times. They punted 4. I mean, it was like we came back and we was trying and boom, blew up. Hold on, man. Let me see this one more time.
I'm trying to bow on these niggas, yeah.
Everything's gonna be okay, but you can't see the sunshine without the rain. I know you're fed up, keep it. Cowboy Nation! Get fed up, know you're fed up, keep your head up. Keep your head up, baby. But you gotta get. Come on now, keep your head up now. Yeah, man. So all you fans, man, is like, Dak is not the one. Yeah, Dak made some bad throws. Dak made some bad decisions in that game, man. But if you had the defensive lineman without they 2 best rushers in your face all day long, you ain't gonna do nothing but run too. Who can I run to? Well, I've been trying to run. Dak was running. Forrest Gump said, I was running. Dak was running all damn day long, man. 17 points, man. 17 points. I don't understand that, man. Let's take a look, man, and see what other people in the DFW, had to say about this, man. Let me see.
Lucius Alexander along with you. We are the G-Bag Nation here on 105.3 The Fan. And boys, I guess all I can say is that was pathetic. It really was. The defense played really well in the second half.
He said that was pathetic.
For something positive, that's where I would go. I think a lot of the other aspects of the game let them down in one way or another. And as Dak said last night, right now it's hard to accept. Hard to accept.
Yeah, they did all their bad things. All the bad things that had led to struggles and inconsistencies throughout the year, they went ahead and brought them to the forefront in this one.
Yeah.
Set a record for penalties, sabotage yourself left and right.
Yep.
They did everything that you did not want to do, especially playing the 49ers. By the time you got through with 2 drives apiece, the 49ers were like, hey, this is exactly the kind of game we wanted to play. And the Cowboys were like, not us.
Crap.
Not us.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's
Wrong game.
Wasn't our plan.
I mean, even Tyron Smith stunk.
Yep.
What the hell was going on there? So now it's time to pick up the pieces and talk about maybe the biggest missed opportunity since 1994 around here. And talk about where we go from here. I think first off, we got to take a look at just everything that went wrong, Brian. What was number one to you as far as why that?
Hold on, man. Before I continue on, our biggest letdown was the thing that has kept us afloat for years. was our offensive line. Now, let's get back to the G-Bag, man. Let's get back to it. Offensive line was the biggest thing, man.
That was such a train wreck yesterday.
Yeah, your quarterback, who is better than their quarterback, didn't play particularly well yesterday, and you didn't protect him well enough. You've proven you can't run the football, so then it turns into him having to make throws. They didn't do a very good job, I think, overall of finding ways to get these receivers the ball enough that you look at the yards per attempt for Dak. It was below 6 yards an attempt. I think it was right around 5.9. That just tells me that you didn't attack this secondary as well as you need to. But then again, you couldn't block up front. You know, their quarterback is, you know, they're gonna do the best they can to keep him from having to really play in this game. Yeah, there was a time there Ayuk was wide open. I mean, he spun Diggs and Diggs falls and it's open. He misses and I'm like, there's your break right there. That's your break. That's why your quarterback is better. But your quarterback didn't play particularly well yesterday. Again, the line didn't play well. I thought the defense did a great job with the adjustments, though.
Yeah.
Early in that campaign, it was touchdown, field goal. And I'm thinking, okay, they're kind of making them kick field goals. You know, Shanahan not being really aggressive here, 4th and 1. He's like to decide to kick field goals and stuff. So I'm thinking, okay, this is cool. You know, they're going to play that way. You're going to find a way to kind of rally. But initially, when you watch this game, the very first series of the game, you kind of got to feel that, okay, there's going to be some problems. You're not going to run. You can't protect. And that was what, you know, again, this game came down to. They gave you a chance. San Francisco tried to give you the game with 2:51, 3 timeouts, and you couldn't get it done.
Yeah, that was painful.
Yeah.
The O-line getting crushed all game long. We talked a lot last week about how this team needs to find ways to pass the ball down the field to get that yards per attempt up and make them pay, and they never could. Was there anything else they could have done, or did they just essentially have you in checkmate when the O-line was getting beat that bad?
I mean, you could try to go double Hulk package the whole game and have a couple of offensive line fullbacks and see if you can get 2-man routes or 3-man routes to maybe get open. But
they tried. They got in that one time where they went Hulk package with both McGovern and Steele.
But yeah, that shit wasn't working.
He was open in the middle of the field. He presented his numbers. He had his hands up.
Shit was not working.
He's got a track record, too.
He wanted the rock. McGovern was open, too, but he didn't have his hands up.
Yeah, they're in a situation, but they tried to say, okay, we're going to run max protection here and try and take a deep shot. And then Wilson wasn't even open. Wilson basically defending on the play. I mean, I just kind of feel like, though, that
Presto, my guy,
empty possessions yesterday in that football game. Too many times where you had opportunities to move. I think really right before the half, 3 minutes to go, you don't get any points there. You're one of the better teams in the league when it comes to scoring at half. You don't get points there. You're coming back in the second half with the ball. Could have double dipped them right there, and you didn't even get anything out of those 2 drives. Points wise, I think those are the types of things that hurt you as well.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing though, man. When we was going into before the second half, man, that killed us. We had to get points right there. I don't understand. When they didn't get no points right there, I was like, uh-oh. Okay. They didn't get no points right there. But that third quarter, man, we gonna need to go up in there and go get a touchdown, man. So we can get back up in this thing. But they did not, bro. They did not. Same old stuff. Same old shit, bro. And the crazy part, you know what? I don't understand why Mike McCarthy let Kellen Moore even call plays, bro. He doesn't have Kellen Moore don't have a basic package. You know how you have a basic package? Like San Francisco, they had a basic package. You know what I mean? Where I'm not talking about how they look and how they run their designs and their options and stuff like that, but it's a basic package. Like when I need fucking 5 yards, I'm going to go to my basic. I'm going to go right to my play. Forget what I said. Forget basic package. I'm going to go right to my play. Because I know that my play is going to get me 5 yards. I know that my play is going to get me that yard I need. No matter what play you got, it's going to get me that. Yeah, you're right, Presto. Nobody could stop Debo. But see, the thing about it is, though, we were stopping them, and they were kicking field goals. Our defense did their thing, but we couldn't score. That was the thing about it. They scored their little touchdown, but we was 3 and out. They were kicking field goals. Defense was holding them. They kept scoring. They kept stopping them. But then what was the main thing that was happening on third down, though, Presto? Huh? Penalty. Whether it was offense or whether it was defense. Penalty. Killing ourselves. Let's get back to it, man.
And what happened coming out of half? False start.
Yeah.
Followed by a false start.
See?
Back-to-back
Penalty.
plays.
Penalty.
3 different players.
Three
the first
different
one
players.
was Tyron and Connor.
Right.
The second one was Lyle Collins, and your 3rd and 4 became 3rd and 14. That was the Cowboys special this year.
That was horrible. Yeah, and, with Romo talking about both sides of the line of scrimmage just not being able to focus and be composed
That's
when the
thing.
snap count is going on was a major factor in the game as well.
You
I think
couldn't
the
control
Niners'
the line of
ability to
scrimmage.
rush and get home with 4 and dropping guys into coverage was epic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it led to Dak hanging onto the ball and looking extra long, which exacerbated your offensive line issues and made it even bad when the line did manage to hold for a little bit, which wasn't
Right.
often.
Well, and two, you had some situations where the play to Wilson, into the sun.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
that's
fool
a
ducked.
throw. You just
How are we still not
shit.
accounting for that in our play calling?
Put
a
Kellen Moore's
blanket
been
up
here for
there.
8 years.
I don't know.
Put a
It's
sheet
funny
up
that
there,
you-
Jerry.
Really not have a
Big
curtain.
stupid ass.
Have a curtain.
Big
you know when you
dummy.
go in that direction that there's going to be the potential for problems.
Duh.
And again, when you take that opportunity, but I've
Open a roof
stood
or
in that
something.
end zone before and look back, you honestly can't see it. I understand when you watch the
It's
tape
trash.
of Wilson, he ducks.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky the ball
That fool
didn't hit
did-
him in the head and go up for a turnover, to be
That fool
honest with
ducked.
you. That the fact that he knew better to get down and try not to let the ball come clanging off him.
They showed that on TV
Yeah.
in the replay
Yeah.
and the view, and it's
You
like he
you
had no
can't-
shot.
Yeah, you can't.
Right.
I know the camera makes it seem a lot worse, but it's that bad, folks. It really is. If you have seats down there,
I was sitting looking at it during
Yeah,
the game.
you know what- yeah, you
it's
know
a lot
what
of
it
fun.
is. Yeah.
When the sun-
Oh, dang.
Yeah, when the sun starts going down that way and coming through the windows, it's great.
That's when the season ticket holders pull out their Ray-Bans
I guess.
or their blue blockers.
I can't believe, and look, I know this is stupid and minor fun to come right in.
It'll be
After the
beautiful.
Yeah, that was
Little light
dumb.
things.
Like, that's the difference between being able to
Sees,
But yeah, man. It was some crazy, crazy moments in that game, man.
block.
And my thing is, though, the offensive line play was stupid bad. Stupid bad, bro. No blocking. And, and I know. Hold on, man. Let me see. I think they were going to say something about that a little bit.
Yeah.
in this show,
Yeah.
right?
Just, if anyone's interested,
No,
Pollard was the one that
I'll
was
say
in
this.
the game.
I love what you guys say about Pollard, and I honestly think this is why they played Zeke.
Block.
Yeah, for blocking.
because the offensive line was bad.
Yeah.
Well,
it
I
wasn't.
told you.
It wasn't
They're gonna say
like
something about that
they
trash-ass
were worried that
offensive
if they
line.
put Pollard in there
Trash.
and the line kept leaking the way it was,
Yep.
that they were going to have even more problems.
But when Pollard was
Okay,
in
so
there,
here's
though,
what
he
this
made
comes down to me,
plays.
and I love that you brought that point
couldn't
up
block.
because Kellen Moore was a celebrated high school and college quarterback that studied all these playbooks. He wasn't studying them to learn how to hand it off different ways. This guy is obsessed with the passing game.
That's
I don't think
it.
he's good for the running game.
That's it.
And I think
That's why
Linehan
get
and
his-
Garrett were right.
You know what? That why right here. Yep, that go Kellen Moore right
That
there.
if we're going to win
That's
with
for
Dak,
Kellen Moore, y'all.
we have to
Right here.
run
Straight
more efficiently.
Kellen Moore,
and
straight trash.
I
Get his
don't
ass
think
up
that's
outta here.
Even in Kellen Moore's DNA,
Get
at
his
this
ass up
point in
outta
his
here.
development. When they
Get him
were
up outta
running
here.
a lot under Garrett and Linehan, I said, "You're capping your ceiling
Hold on.
like this. You got to
on.
try to pass."
But okay, I understand. Linehan and all that, but Linehan, he had a fucking play. Well, I'm talking about earlier, Linehan had a play to go to. And he was gonna get that. And not only that, he worked on the offensive line. The offensive line they worked on that offensive line. If it was a weak spot, they covered it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right about that. Pollard is a way better runner. I would have took a chance, but man, the way that line would get blew up, dog. Hey man, I would have took a chance too though, man, cause when he got the ball though, he got some yards. I mean, but see, the thing about it though, when he got some yards, what happened though? This right here, Prince, right here, straight trash, penalty. When he got the ball, when he got that kickoff, what happened? This right here, Penalty. I said this shit before the game even started. In my pregame show, if y'all would go back and watch it, I dissected the whole game before it even happened. If we didn't do this, this, and this, and that's what the main thing right here. At the end of that show, go back. You ain't got to look at the whole show. Just go back to the end of it, right before it ended. Right before I said subscribe, like, share, and comment, which y'all need to do anyways. Hit that fucking bell, man. Do your boy a favor. You know? Like, go back and look at it. I'll tell you, no bullshit. Before the game started. That right there. Apollo would have been a better runner.
And if you try to pass more and it doesn't work, then maybe you need a new quarterback.
Whoa.
And so my
what y'all think about that? Huh? What y'all think about that? Need a new quarterback.
thought right now, and the Pollard thing is what triggered that to me. Yeah. He wants to pass it so much that he is willing to give up so much in the running game going from Zeke to Pollard just so you can have that pass pro in there. Right. When I think their best chance to win would have been with balance like they had in the 7-game winning streak, but for whatever reason they just gave up.
Yeah, well, what happens when you give up is when you watch Schultz for the fourth straight game end up right by the pile for -2 when his guys
on 2nd and 11.
Yeah, when his guys right on.
That's another thing. Got to find the fucking tight ends to block. They can catch the ball how many times they want to. And he's another person that's up, bro. We're gonna have a show about that too. He's another person that's a free agent right now. Is Schultz.
He gets beat.
But those were inside runs.
No,
they were stuffed on the inside.
No, you're absolutely right. No, the inability, this offensive line just couldn't do anything running the football. It did early in the year, the pin and pull stuff. I felt like the runs that were able to toss sweeps and things like that. But yeah, to your guys' point, playing Pollard is the absolute right thing.
Yeah.
The problem is when you
couldn't block.
When your
see that press
line is so leaky.
Watch this.
You
can't
have
block.
to have a guy that can maybe clean up the mess if there is one.
You remember that? You remember that play when Zeke blocked them 2 people by himself? Tony Pollard wouldn't be able to do that. Dak would have been right back on his ass.
I know. And maybe you make that a priority.
You're not wrong.
Sure.
You guys are not wrong.
I would just run it a lot more then. We passed the ball 40 times and had 17 points. I just and it was predictable. If I would have known they were going to go with that game plan, I would have picked something like the final result, 49ers win a relatively low scoring game. To me, that's fireable. Right. Not recognizing you should have Pollard in the game instead of Zeke is one reason I would definitely move on from Kellen Moore right here. I will love it if another team comes in and offers them the head coaching job.
Oh, get him out of here!
The Cowboys are gonna do anything with the
get
coaching
him out
staff.
of here.
I think.
Oh, I guess they finna talk about the coaching staff, but yeah, get his ass up out of here. Yep, Coop only had 6 receptions, and mainly that's because the receptions that CD that was going towards CD that he didn't catch, that was dumb. I don't know why they were trying to force the ball over there. They were trying to get the ball to Coop a couple of times I've seen, but shit. What happened? Penalty. Either a penalty or the offensive line was in his face. Forget the defensive line. He had his own offensive lineman in his face, man. I feel you, though. I think either they going to move on from Coop or Coop going to move on from us if they don't get that right.
Joe Philbin's an easy fire on the offensive line.
Yeah.
I know. And I think that's...
Which would actually be a scary situation if we move on from Coop. CeeDee Lamb's cool, but he ain't Amari Cooper.
Doable, but even then, I'm not sure how this team's going to look at
That's another buddy. That's another buddy of Mike McCarthy, that he was with and he feels comfortable with and all that stuff. So, yeah, I think you have to do a hard look, a hard study at really the offensive coaches.
Offensive line coach, he got to get his ass out of here.
Too. Let's all be honest here. Dan Quinn's not going to be here. He's just not. They're going to have to figure out what they want to do.
We're talking about Denver?
Witt, maybe make him George Edwards. Somebody's going to have to be the defensive coordinator stepping in here, I believe.
To me, it's really interesting to compare and contrast watching those two teams play offense because it almost goes back to Nick Saban in Alabama, where once upon a time they were so good that it was look, we can just be boring and kick everybody's butt. But then it was oh, wait, there's a better way to do this that teams who aren't as good as us could beat us with. We should do it. Yeah. And the 49ers are one of the best teams in the league at getting the most out of their quarterback. through making you think about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And maybe this goes to what you're saying about how Kellen
Pre-snap,
doesn't
got pre-snap stuff. Kellen don't know nothing about no pre-snap stuff, options, and he just know about 1, 2, 3, 4 step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step back and throw the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 read throw. He don't know nothing about no options.
A base offense.
He does.
He's got a bunch of plays.
Look, there you go. There you go.
They
a bunch of plays. He just don't have that base.
Cowboys motion at the snap. I bet it was 0.
Yeah.
And I know
no
it's harder
motion
to do when you're
he ain't got
tempo,
them base plays.
I
just
getting
said
up on the
that
ball
shit.
and you're going and you're going and you're
got
going.
no base plays. Kellen ain't got no base plays, man.
I feel like Kellen Moore does not do a good job, definitely in this game, of giving you a chance.
Right.
Where was my easy play?
Yes.
Where was the one?
That one.
Jimmy had a lot of them. Yeah. Where it's like, hey, we're going to do the play action because you're terrified I'm going to give it to him or him, but you over there can't rush the passer because you're worried that guy who's coming left. Right. By the way, my fullback might end up 20 yards downfield. There's so much to think about that as a quarterback, a lot of times you get to take first read, throw the ball, next play. And I feel like watching the Cowboys offense, it was like, can you get to your fourth read and then make a good throw with poor protection? It's like, man, that did not look.
But that lets you know how bad that freaking offensive line was, man. They let you know how bad that offensive line was. If they had their 2 best pass rushers out and we still couldn't throw the ball or run the ball or do nothing with the ball, we couldn't even do nothing with the ball. That lets you know how bad our offensive line has become.
Like the play designs, the play calls were making life easy on anybody.
Nope.
I mean, the Niners had 2 runs where it was confusing who had the ball, and the guy with the ball was literally running past Cowboys defenders that were right next to him, and they were looking somewhere else. And the Cowboys get none of that.
It happened on the play where Randy got the second defensive holding call.
Yeah, he tackled the offensive lineman.
He tackles the lineman thinking that's the guy with the ball.
Yeah, it was a bad idea. Oh. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, they sabotaged the hell out of themselves. Offense and defense, jumping offside.
Here they come talking about the penalties again. Oh, yeah. Man, that boy Michael Gallup, he going to go get it. See, what they should do, you can let Cooper crybaby ass go is what you can do. Put CD over there to the right side. Leave Michael Gallup when he get off an injury because you don't have to pay him that much. Let him get off an injury. Once he get off an injury, let him over there be that deep threat. Let CD do whatever the hell he want to do. You know what I mean? And we be good. Tom Brady. For real, though. That's the thing. That's the thing about progressions. I don't know what's up with Dak or what they got going on. But, see, I think it's a play calling thing. And then him always being nervous about this offensive line, getting into his head. It should be a 1-2, bam, getting that motherfucker out. 1-2, bam. See, Tom Brady arm ain't that big no more, so they already know they got a 1-2, bam. They got to hear him get the ball out. With Dak, I don't know what the fuck they got going on. I don't know what they got going on. But every time Dak, he was deflated by these.
For on a 3rd down and 5 for Randy.
Well,
the penalty he had for defensive holding was, I believe, a 3rd down. Like there was
deflated.
So many individual plays.
Every time he made a play, he had to come back.
Don't F this up. And it's like, sorry, here's your 3rd and long that you just got for another penalty, and here's your when you finally
and that's the difference between Tom Brady, the GOAT, and an average quarterback. I believe Dak Prescott, we had nothing out there to go get. I believe Dak Prescott is a little above average. A little above average.
You make a big passing play down the middle to CD. Whoop, there's a flag. Yeah. When Pollard has 2 good returns, whoop, there's the flag. Like, you killed yourself.
Yeah, the thing about you killed yourself again on the delay penalty, too. You have a brilliant call with the pass. By the way, Brian Anger has not done anything wrong all year long. He's the one guy.
He's a stud.
He's the perfect guy. But
franchise tag him.
He has the pass, and you get it
that's
complete.
That was the play of the game for me.
Tell us after the game they had a package where they were going to run a second play. Well, all of a sudden, Bones fouls. So I'm watching this. Bones is trying to hold the offensive guys back on the sidelines, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, send the offense back on.
With 18 seconds on the play clock.
So now the clock is ticking, and you're thinking, okay, is it a ball change? Is it one of those things where they take a kicking ball out? Is offense, what's the situation here? I'm watching the whole time, and it's like nobody had communicated to the offense that they had a second play called.
Yeah.
It was confusion on the sidelines, and then the determination was to send the offense back on the field.
And then the ref didn't let you snap it.
And then the ref didn't let you snap it because
right.
you sent the offense back on the field.
So
you
Just put the ball down and go, ref.
Yeah.
I don't need you saying, now, defense, are you ready?
No.
The clock is running. We're on offense. We dictate the
but
pace.
that's self-inflicted right there.
By the Cowboys?
Yeah, by the Cowboys. By keeping by
once you run them on that.
offense on the
18
field.
seconds is late?
Yes. Once you ran the offense on the field, that gave the 49ers the opportunity to substitute with it.
Yeah.
That's
Once
the
you
whole.
did that was dumb.
You sabotaged
That was
yourself.
dumb.
But
Then you got a
nobody
penalty
did
out
Give
of
him
that.
more time than he needed to. He's like, are you guys all
Then they got a freaking penalty out of that dumb man play. Nobody on the sideline together. Nobody.
lined up properly?
Yeah.
And the safety's creeping down. Like, they're now doing
But that's what I'm saying. I'm
disguise.
looking at Bones Fossil on the sidelines because I'm going, what is he doing? They're running a second play. Bones is kind of holding the offensive guys back, and then somebody obviously on the sideline said, offense, and they tried to go out there. When that happens, the official runs in because you have to give him the opportunity. So that's that's one of those things where Dak Prescott in the offense or somebody on the coaching staff didn't know they were going to run a second play.
That let you know where your team is at. When the head coach ain't even communicated with the offense on what's going on, so they out there looking dumb and confused. Dumb and confused in the middle of the game. Stupid. After a big play to get a first down by the punter.
With the punt team.
Yeah. And the punt team was out there against their defense.
Yeah.
Like, what was your plan? What
Yeah.
play did you have drawn
Like,
up?
what
that
did you
their
fit in-
starting
what was you about to
defense wasn't
do?
going to be ready for with Noah
They
Brown
ain't no damn.
quarterback?
They ain't had no damn play drawn up. They took that out of that book, out of the book for when we lost that last game. When we lost that game against Arizona. They took that out of their book. Stupid motherfucker.
The punter on the field. Like, what is that?
Yeah, I did think those were unlucky breaks at the end of the game and at the end of the first half that the official was in no way prepared to execute it efficiently. Because 18 seconds is enough for the Niners to say, "Oh, it's the regular offense. Go."
Yeah.
You don't need that long.
Yeah.
Things happen.
But that's the thing about it. There was hesitation on the Dallas sidelines. I was watching Bones holding people back. And then it's like
they were trying to get the Niners to call a timeout, weren't
exactly,
they? Yeah.
Exactly. But they also said they were going to run a play.
Yeah,
they had a play in mind that they were going to.
Yeah, slick.
Package McCarthy.
Somebody got to go.
But I was watching the sidelines. I was watching what they were doing, and I'm like,
especially after doing what they just did right here. They not together at all. Somebody got to go. I don't care who it is. Somebody got to go.
Okay, why are they keeping the punt team out there on the field? So, yeah, once you ran offensive players onto the field, the officials have the right to hold you until the defense is ready.
Okay, I understand that because you don't want to play games with the clock and have the defense scrambling all that. You got to.
But I do agree with you that ref could have easily moved 4 seconds earlier. Like he stood over the ball, he looked up, all their guys were on and lined up.
Yeah,
and he's like,
that was another
then he
one.
points at Dak and he looks back. And I'm like, well, they've been lined up.
That's
for 5 seconds.
well, that's
you can move now.
That's Alex Kemp's responsibility. The head official,
he's not a Cowboys fan at all.
Alex Kemp is responsible to tell that official to move, like back out, go. That's his. That he watches because that's the way the umpire holds until the referee makes that call.
Right.
All right, we are off and running here in the G-Bag Nation. Thanks for making us.
Yeah, man. I just don't understand, bro. Like what went on? Like with we are in the playoffs. This has been the biggest team we've had since '94, and we went out there and stunk it up. I mean, completely stunk it up. Yeah, I mean, that it depends though. Like, I think Dak is a leader. Like, I mean, he's a good leader in the game. Well, I would say before the game. Before all this season and stuff like that, Dak was a guy that would go in there and make adjustments and you'll see. Just like, I mean, even this game, they came back. They tried to do their thing. That's who Dak is. Dak gonna try to come back. Dak gonna try to fight. Dak gonna try to do his thing. But unfortunately, you can't lead with the your Hall of Fame linemen in your lap every play. You can't lead anybody to victory if you can't run the ball. That comes from coaching. That comes from play calling. You got to know. You got to have that one play, that one base package that you can get into, and you can say, yeah, we're gonna score on this one. Yeah, we're gonna drive on this one. They didn't have that. I don't know what's going on with that play calling. As good as Mike McCarthy is, he should have took over the play calling. Yeah, I mean, when Dak actually get to where he need to be, he'll be all right. But he gotta have that type of player, he gotta have that type of line, that type of quarterback coach like Kittner. You know what I mean? That's gonna tell you what you seeing, what you doing. Kittner was that guy. You gotta have a good quarterback coach. You can't have nobody like Kellen Moore. I mean, Dak is a big guy. Dak come back mad and pissed off at something. You ain't gonna say nothing. Kellen Moore ain't gonna say nothing to Dak. He trusts Dak. He trusts Dak's eyes out there on the field, but he ain't Dak big old say man, go sit down somewhere. Kellen Moore is a pass first coordinator. And it definitely showed. It most definitely showed. They couldn't do nothing down the field, man. But it was more pathetic than anything. And so do you tell me that if you put Tom Brady with this offense, do you think they would win the Super Bowl? I mean, let's not even say Tom Brady. Let's say you put Matthew Stafford with this offense. You think they'll go to the Super Bowl? It's not about the quarterback. It's not about. I mean, certainly, of course, the quarterback is a big part of it. But overall, man, this team is a horrible history when it comes to history. I mean, I don't understand as far as much as we've been off in the playoffs. I mean, we haven't been in the playoffs. We haven't had a Super Bowl in a long time, 20-something years, and we come to the playoffs with the best team since that year and stank the shit up. That's my whole thing. But see, I had to take a day off just to see what everybody was thinking. And then I started listening to everybody that's supposed to be Cowboys fans. Y'all supposed to be realists, man, and y'all still over here talking about, forget the Cowboys. I'm not a fan no more. Football is going to have its up and down. You're going to go season to season. You're going to win some. You're going to lose some. You just got to know your team. You're not for to go to Lambeau and beat Green Bay and you ain't beat a playoff team all year. You're not for to end up in the Super Bowl if you can't run the ball. If you can't throw the ball. If you don't have a base package. If you can't stop nobody, you're not going to the Super Bowl. We made it to the playoffs of a trash record. 10-4. We made it to the playoffs based on a trash-ass division. You can give me that division all day long, and I get into the playoffs. I'd rather see the playoffs than to be sitting at home anyway. You can give me this division all day. They can be just like they is all day long. But we ourselves has to get over the hump, man. It's time out for all this one and done, all that. One and done. You know. But we got to understand, though, man, we got to know our team. You got to know our team, man. We can't sit back here and think our team going to go to the Super Bowl every year, Cowboy Nation. We're not going to go to the Super Bowl every year. Facts. So get your facts right. Do some research on your team. Man, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up, man. Got a lot of stuff in the offseason that's going to be coming up. I'll make sure I keep y'all updated on that. Also, man, we are going to be in tune with the playoffs, man. My boy Presto, man, I'm going to make these guys tune in, man. We're going to do some playoff shows, man. We're going to predict some playoffs. Man, we got basketball that's going on, man. We're going to go around the NBA. Got to go around the NBA as well, dog. We got a lot of stuff we got to report. But, you know, the first thing come first with me. You know what I mean? While all these people out here playing, while everybody crying, everybody, nah, I'm not a fan. I don't want to be no fan no more. I'll tell you one motherfucking thing. I'll tell y'all one damn thing. As for me and Mike, DC4L, man. There's a lot of people that didn't make it, Cowboy Nation. There's a lot of teams out there, Cowboy Nation, that have been sitting at home. They watched us lose. Huh? DC4L, man. I'm still going to ride for mine, man. I still love mine, man. D-Town, man. Dallas, Texas, man. We still got more content, man. More stuff to come up, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in today, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, man. Make sure y'all do everything, man. Hit that bell, man. I appreciate y'all for coming on today, man. I appreciate y'all for joining the show. My boys join the show. I'm going to try to get my boys on here, man. I'm going to make sure I get because these boys, man, all these boys, man, I play with, man, they, you know, they around the world, around the states, man. You know, man, they got opinions. I be wanting to hear their opinions. I be wanting to hear what they got to say. So I got to make sure I get my people in here, man. But until, you know, the next report, man, I'm going to still, you know, rep mine. DC4L, man. We in the red zone with your boy B-Don, the Don Dollar. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
Red zone, red zone, red zone, red zone.
Ha! You in the red zone, nigga. The red zone, man. You gonna either score or go here, baby. It's real talk. Hey, Shy, turn my speakers up. Turn them up, turn them up. This shit here banging, man. It's me, Don B, bitch. You already know who it is. You niggas always been fake. And you never been real, nigga. So they ask you where I'm from, baby. I'm out the OCT. It's me, Don B, out the OCT. Got a 9 in the clip, it holds 16. Say strap if you